So let's go ahead and get started with a twist here. Twisting side to side. Opening that back, opening that chest, reaching as far across as you can. Good morning, happy Saturday. Thanks for waking up and working out. If you're watching this and it's not Saturday, happy whatever day it is. Twisting, reaching, get that core engaged. 3, 2, 1, hamstring curl. Pull those hamstrings to get that butt or the heel all the way to your butt. Maybe add the arm, reach and pull, reach and pull, reach and pull. Maybe get a little bit of a squat in between. The warm-up's not going to be super long today because the first 2 sets are can be kind of a warm-up on their own. 3, 2, 1, and just jog it out. So again, mostly strength today, but a little bit of higher intensity cardio just to really rev that heart rate up. I don't think my internet would reach outside, but I would totally teach outside if I could figure out a way to make that internet work. Pull the heels back to the butt. 3, 2, 1 more round of each. Just twist, twist. Make sure you breathe. I don't think my cat's going to attack me. He's been very docile today. Unlike yesterday morning. 3, 2, hamstring curls. Maybe get a little bit of a squat in between, taking it a little bit slower to get a little bit more range of motion through that hip. Getting that body warmed up, getting ready. I allowed him to sleep in my room last night for the first time because he kept pooping in my bed. 3, 2, 1, jog it out. So the first sets that we're doing are really, really long. Keep going, keep jogging it out. So it's 60 seconds of each. So pace yourself as the sets get shorter. Try and take it to a higher intensity. We're jogging it out for 15 more seconds. Keep jogging, keep jogging. 3, 2, our first exercise. You're gonna have those dumbbells, wide squat, upright row. 3, 2, begin. Wide squat, upright row. Keep your chest lifted, your back on the heels. We're here for a full minute. So, pace yourself. Again, this shouldn't be like the hardest exercise in the world. Go for heavier weights if you have options. I do not, so that's why I forget to give you that cue a lot. Heavier weight here. Getting those elbows up nice and tall. Keeping that chest lifted, especially as you come all the way up. You have 20 more seconds. Then we're gonna hit a forward lunge with a bicep curl. So this is kind of our back and bicep round. 10 more seconds. This is our longest round of this. We got 10 seconds in between. 3, 2, just sort of step it out. When that timer goes, forward lunge, bicep curl. Alternate feet here. 3, 2, begin if you have not already. Forward lunge, curl. Forward lunge, curl. That knee is going to stay right over your ankle, keeping that chest lifted when you're in that lunge. Try to get both knees to 90 degrees. So step out far enough that that knee goes right over the ankle, but the knee's not going past the toe. 15 seconds. 30 seconds. I totally just lied. 30 seconds. Keep it up. Remember, these are long sets. We're going for endurance, so feel free to pace yourself here, going a little slower, focusing on getting really good form. So with the next sets, when the sets get shorter, you can take it just a little faster. We have a burpee with a squat, hold, curl. 3, 2, walk it out. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna be down this deep squat, hopper, step it back, hopper, step, stay low, curl. Hop or step it back, hop or step it forward, curl. Hop or step back, hop or step forward, curl. You can always just alternate those feet, stepping it back, getting that curl in that deep squat. As deep as you feel comfortable going. Dig the elbows into the side of the knee. Try not to rest them on top of the knee. But that will kind of deactivate the shoulder, forces a little bit more bicep work. This should rev the heart rate up. Stay low. Your heels are on the ground when you're doing that curl. Heels, stay planted 15 seconds. We're going back into the wide squat with the upright row. Heart rate should be elevated. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing it up, feet out wide, toes point out. 3, 2, wide squat, upright row. Pull that chest forward as you hit the upright row. Keep your chest lifted in that squat. Keep breathing. Heart rate elevated. Shorter round, 20 seconds to go. Push through the heels. Chest is lifted. Pull the shoulder blades back as you pull those weights up to make sure that you're hitting the back. There's a little bit of shoulder too. 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward lunge, bicep curl, starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. That 10-second rest is totally optional. If you want to work through the rest, go for it. Keep that chest lifted. Keep that core tight. Maybe try to work a little bit faster if you can. Resist gravity on the way down with that curl. 10 seconds. We got that burpee with the curl. 4, 3, 2, 1. So nice neutral squat position. Down as low as you can. Hop or step back. Hop or step forward. Curl and begin. 45 seconds here. Decreasing time interval each round. Thirty more seconds. Stay low in that squat. Push through the heels. If that low squat isn't good for you, feel free to come up into a higher squat. Listen to your knees, hips, ankle, back. Don't push it if it's starting to bother you at all. 10 more seconds. One more round of each. 30 seconds, half of our original round. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it up. Feet out wide. Toes point. Wide squat, upright row, starting in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds, that's it. Push through the heels. Chest is lifted at the top. Only 10 seconds left. Maybe pick up that pace a little bit. Push it. Push through to the very end. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you need that rest, take it. Otherwise, alternate lunges. Curl. 3, 2, 30 seconds starting now. Keep it up. Push through. Ten seconds. We got that burpee, and then we have new exercises. 3, 2, 1. Burpee. So neutral squat, all the way down, heels stay planted, hopper step back, hopper step forward, curl 30 seconds. Make sure you breathe in. I'm breathing hard, at least. So up next, doing the same interval, 60, 45, and 30 of 3 exercises, targeting the shoulder. 3, 2, quick rest. So where we're coming is a narrow squat with a front shoulder raise. So you're gonna hit a narrow squat, lifting the arms straight up in front. Narrow squat, straight up in front. Narrow squat, straight up in front. Then we're coming to obliques with a lateral shoulder. So you're gonna tip, lift, tip, lift, tip, lift, alternating sides, and then a burpee press. So you're gonna squat all the way down, burpee, press up all the way. 60, 45, 30 of each, starting in 15 seconds. I'd never had allergies before a few years ago. 4, 3, narrow squat, front shoulder. Squat back, lift. Squat back, lift. And I think that it was like when I turned 23 or 24, I was like, I've had this cold for like a month. I went to my doctor and he was like, dude, you have allergies. And I was like, this is awful. I thought all those people were just a bunch of complainers, and then realized allergies are debilitating. Literally thought I was sick for a month straight. Back on the heels, keep that chest lifted. Send the butt back, squeeze through those glutes. Keep your chest lifted. You got 10 seconds. We got those obliques. After this, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're gonna tip to one side, lift that arm. Tip to the other side, lift that arm. So this exercise is not meant to be the hardest thing in the world. Really suck the core in, actively engaging that core. Oh, I want to work out outside. That looks so nice. It's the perfect day to do it for right now until, thunderstorms later. Get outside while you can. Keep a slight bend through those knees. Just don't lock those legs out. Should feel a nice little burn through that shoulder. But I'm giving you an easier exercise because we have that burpee with the press coming up after this, which is going to be hard, and I want you to really push yourself as hard as you can through that. 20 more seconds here. If you want, you can do both arms at the same time and just alternate which side you tip to if those shoulders are going to be able to take it. 10 seconds. Regular burpee. Don't push up with the burpee. You will regret that later. 3, 2, 1. So again, you're going to take like a neutral squat, hopper step back, hopper step forward, press overhead. Begin 1 minute, starting now. So pace yourself. Practice good form. You never have to hop it back. You're squatting down nice and low, planting those heels before you come up. When you come down, you're squatting down. You're not bending at the hip. You're keeping that chest lifted until your knee at the ground. You can skip the weights. You don't have to do the weights if you don't want to. Press it. Push through the heels. Keep the core tight. These are our 3 exercises. We have 2 more rounds through. Shoulder focus. 4, 3, 2, 1. Narrow squat, front raise. Feet about hip distance apart. Narrow squat, front raise. Sit back on the heels, 45 seconds. Starting now. Heart rate should be super elevated. Push through the heels. Chest is lifted. Core is tight. I was going to do Danica's class this morning. And I started to do the smart thing and listen to my body, which is saying, rest. You have 10 more seconds. Push through the heels. Burn those shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side bend and lateral raise. You have some time. You can lateral raise both arms or just 1, 3, 2, 45 seconds. Starting now. Keep that core sucked in. Good job. Slight bend in those knees, just making sure they're not locked out. Remember, if you want to do both shoulders, I ain't gonna stop you. If you watch my 2-hour workout, I kept making the weird joke about creepily being behind you like I'm watching you. That was weird. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I do those things in life. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, burpee overhead press, 45 seconds. So again, you're gonna neutral squat it down, hopper step back, pressing overhead, ready, and begin. Maybe taking that speed a little higher this time. Getting that core engaged, planting those heels. You're pushing through those heels before you press up. Make sure you're not on the balls of the feet. Landing as softly as you can if you're jumping. And if that knee, hip, ankle, back, anything doesn't feel good, step it instead. You're still gonna get a ton of work that way. Protect your body, protect your joints. Listen to it. 4, 3, 2, 1 more round of each. So narrow squat, front raise, down, lift, starting here in 4, 3, 2, 30 seconds. That's it. So I have a giant blister on the back of my heel. But then yesterday when I taught barefoot, I got rub burns on the bottom of my feet. So, you know, I just can't win right now. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral raise or lateral bend, lateral raise. Lateral bend. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Heart rate should be elevated. Again, this one should be kind of like a break so you can catch your breath before those burpees. Up next, we have tricep dips. If you need to change that with kickbacks, feel free. And then we have an overhead tricep. 3, 2, 1. Last round of these burpees with the press. Neutral squat, hopper step forward, press. Neutral, hopper step, 30 seconds. Last round of these burpees with the press. We do have one more set that has burpees. It's the next set. And then we're done with burpees. Press it up nice and tall. Extend all the way up through that chest, 10 seconds. Get 1 or 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lock it out. Take a quick break. So we have dips coming up next. I'm going to use this little bench. It's a minute long to start, so pace yourself. Use a couch, use a bench. If you don't have anything next to you, you can use dumbbells and just do dips on the ground, that little crab position with your hands on the dumbbells. Or you can do kickbacks, little crabs, whatever works, triceps. Then we're coming into an overhead tricep press with a wide squat. So arms gonna be overhead, squat, lift, squat, lift with that tricep. And then our interval training round is a squat down to a burpee, narrow push up for that tricep, hopper step. Right here, narrow push up. Starting in 15 seconds. So for that dip, it's gonna get ridiculous doing it for a minute. So pace yourself, take breaks as you need to, burn it out as much as you can. 3, 2, 1, dips of your choice / tricep kickbacks. The closer in your knees are, the easier it will be. Since we're doing a super long set to start, I'd opt to have those feet in closer so you can get a nice endurance burn. And then as the sets shorten, extend the feet a little bit. Keep your chest lifted. Try to keep the butt right up against whatever you're doing dips on. There's a huge glare on my timer. Keep going, 25 seconds left, over halfway through. Elbows go straight back if you're doing those dips. We got that overhead tricep with the wide squat coming up in just a second. Ooh, take breaks as you need to. 10 seconds. Burn it out. This is our longest set. This is probably the hardest one of the triceps. 4, 3, 2, bring it up. 1 or 2 weights, feet out wide, weight overhead, squat, tricep, squat, tricep. This one you can get a little bit of speed with. Try to keep the elbows from flaring out as much as you can. You just don't want them out like this. Keep them glued in a little more around the ears. If those triceps start to bother you, you can do a tricep extension every other squat. So my triceps are like burning right now. You can hold the weight vertically too. That might help to pull the elbows in a little bit. Ooh. Take breaks as you need to. My triceps are done. 20 seconds. Having that weight overhead too forces that chest to stay lifted. You might not be able to make it as low, but that's okay. Couple seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Burpee, narrow push-up. If you have a bench, you can do this on that narrow bench. Less distance down, less distance back up. Ready? Begin. It's 60 seconds here. Hopper step. You can drop the knees for that push-up. If that full push-up is just like not gonna happen because your triceps are just like absolutely done, that's totally acceptable and understandable. Hillary, I think last week you said you wanted triceps. So this is for you. You should feel those triceps a lot. These are our 3 exercises. We got 45 seconds of each and then 30 seconds of each. Then we're changing it up just a little bit. Mostly floor work after this. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your dips. Starting here, 45 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Begin, maybe walk those feet out a tiny bit further. Ooh. Ooh. Take breaks as you need to, because this should be rough. Elbows go straight back, burning out that tricep. Oh, you have 15 seconds left. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Weight, wide squat, overhead, squat, and tricep. Begin. Push through the heels. Keep your chest lifted. Keep those triceps engaged, unless they're literally going numb like mine are. In my head, I was like, this won't be that bad. In real life, oh, it is that bad. Keep it up. 15 seconds. Keep moving in some way, even if you're giving yourself a little break for those triceps. 10 more seconds. Burn it out. Push to the heels. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Push up or burpee, tricep push up. Utilize a bench if you want to. 3, 2, 1. Hands about shoulder width apart for that push up to really target that tricep. Your elbows go right back against the ribs. Moving as fast as you feel comfortable. Hop or step. Lots of options. Burning it out as much as you can. You have 20 more seconds. Lifting tall. At the top. 10 more seconds. Don't stop, just slow it down. 4, 3, 2. Last set of each. Back to dips. Half the length of that original set, just 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Ooh. I did not think this would be that hard on the triceps, and I'm regretting my own planning. Keep moving. 10 seconds. Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it up. Grab a weight or 2. Wide squat. 3, 2, 1. Tricep overhead. Tricep overhead. Squat as low as you can. So we're basically getting like an overhead squat here, which forces a little more ab engagement. There's a little bit of back engagement and upper back as well. 10 seconds. Push through. We got the burpees, and we got a break, and we're done with burpees, I swear. 4, 3, 2, 1. Burpees. So again, narrow push-up, hand shoulder width, elbow straight back. 3, 2, 1. This is what I meant by like strength plus HIIT, where for the most part, it's gonna be strength movements, but I wanna rev that heart rate up. High intensity interval training has some of the best benefits of every type of exercise out there. Doing an hour of true HIIT is just like not really realistic. That's why I like to throw these higher intensity sets in. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. All right, we're switching sets now. Just a little bit, it's the same type. So we're doing, again, 60, 45, 30. This time just 2 exercises, not 3. It's mostly groundwork. So if you want to grab a mat and get your mat laid out, feel free. We're starting with just a basic push-up. A minute of push-ups is ridiculous. So pace yourself, maybe add a side twist or add like a mountain climb. Well, we have mountain climbers coming up later, but feel free to add something if you want to, or just challenge yourself to see how long you can do push-ups for. We're gonna start in 15 seconds. So we're going 60, 45, 30 of 2 exercises, starting off with push-up, flipping it over for an almost dead bug. Push-ups in 4, 3, 2, 1. So remember, push-ups for 60 seconds is ridiculous. I don't expect you to go for a full 60 seconds without resting, without wanting to like throw a dumbbell at my face, whatever it is. If you want to switch over into chest press, feel free if you have heavy enough dumbbells. You can always drop the knees. You can shift it back into a child's pose or into a downward dog to just break that push-up up a little bit. But sometimes just taking something like to the limit, to fatigue, is really good for that muscle. Again, you don't grow muscles by not challenging them. When you get to the point that you're like, oh, I literally cannot do another rep, that's when your body's like, maybe I should go add some muscle to that so that what I just did that was really hard is not so hard next time. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Flipping it over, feet out in front, arms overhead, right arm to left leg, left arm to right leg. Challenge yourself more by keeping both feet off the ground the whole time, 60 seconds. Starting now, reach that shoulder blade up toward the toe, or even reaching past the toe with the opposite hand. Hitting. You can also come into a regular bicycle if this is becoming too much. If you feel that low back, skip the legs, elbow to opposite knee without any of the extra added stuff. Keep moving. I'm trying to see my timer. I'm gonna move it really fast. 30 more seconds. Keep it up. Just close my move ring. 20 seconds. Get the shoulder blade up off the ground. Keep that core tight. We're gonna flip it back over for push-ups in 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flipping it over. You got 10 seconds. 45 seconds, push-ups. 3, 2, 1, begin. Wasn't sure if I actually switched my timer or not, but I did. We're good. It's always fun when I click the wrong timer. Keep moving. Push through. Challenge yourself to get as many as you can until you literally are not going to get up from the next push-up. You should feel those abs engaging here. Keep those abs engaged. I love mixing push-ups with core, and I don't do it often enough, and I don't know why. Because you should really start to feel the abs engage and how they're working here to aid in this movement. 4, 3, 2, flip it over, almost dead bug. Some people call it the dead bug, but you're still moving, so it's the almost dead bug to me. 3, 2, hand to opposite foot. You can always let one foot be on the ground if you want, or challenge yourself, keeping those feet off the ground. If you have lighter dumbbells, you can hold the dumbbells here too. I got my little like pound and a half dumbbells I did kickboxing with, and ooh, that little extra weight in kickboxing will wreck you. Keep moving, 15 seconds. Burn through that core. Keep that chest lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flipping it over. Push-ups. Last round, 30 seconds of each. 3, 2, 1, begin. Keep your core tight. Challenge yourself to hit as many as you can. Ooh. 15 more seconds. Have light to medium dumbbells ready. We're coming into a pec fly in the next set. 4, 3, 2, almost dead bug. We'll have a little bit of time to transition exercises. 4, 3, 2, last set. 30 seconds. Maybe taking it a wee bit faster. Twist, twist. Work that core. So after this, we have a mountain climber and a pec fly with a little bit of core work with like a leg lift, a mini leg lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Get those weights ready. So we're starting out with a mountain climber, as fast or as slow as you feel comfortable going. So down in that plank position, you can take it really fast, or you can take it slow, and then we're gonna flip it over. Pec fly, legs out, and in. Starting here in 3, 2, mountain climb. Your shoulders are going to start to absolutely hate you. So slow it down if you need to, especially for this first set that's longer. You can push it back into a child's pose if you're just like, holy crap, this sucks, which you really should get to that point. You can always drop the knees and pull alternating knees up as well, taking a little bit of the stress off of that shoulder. 30 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. This is your longest set, so rock it, push through, challenge yourself, push yourself a little further than you think you can. Trying to slow it down before you drop it down. 10 seconds, let's go. We got pec fly and a little bit of core coming up. 3, 2, 1. Flipping it over. Flip it around this way so you can see the timer. Arms mostly straight, arms out to the side, send the legs out and in, out and in. And move a little bit, but just smack that couch. You can skip the feet if you want to. You don't have to hit that core work, especially if you feel that back at all. You can also just tap the feet down to the ground and lift, tap and lift. Arms out mostly straight, slight bend in the elbow, like you're giving a kitty a hug. Kitty came and laid on you. Make sure you breathe. 20 more seconds. We have 2 more rounds of this, and then switching exercises for the last round. 10 seconds. Push through. 45 of each, starting in 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Mountain climber. Gotta get my towel, I'm getting a little slippery. 3, 2, mountain climb, 45 seconds. Hump those knees forward. Shoulders should be burning. I like doing intervals like this because it mixes strength and endurance. When you hit the sets that are like a minute long, you get a little bit more endurance. So you're hitting that type 1 muscle fiber. So your endurance muscle fiber. When you drop it down to shorter, faster intervals, hitting the type 2 muscle fibers. Keep going, you got 4, 3, 2, 1, and flip it onto your back, core, and chest fly. 3, 2, 1, down and lift, down and lift. Suck the abs in, maybe rolling the butt off the ground as you pull those knees in. We got 1 more set of 30 seconds. Still got 20 seconds left here. Keep that core engaged. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set, 30 seconds each. Mountain climbing, then we're gonna really hone in on that core. 3, 2, 1, push it. 30 seconds until we're pretty much done with those shoulders. We got kind of an upper back movement coming up, but it won't be a ton of shoulder. Ooh. Rough life. 10 seconds. You can do it. Push through, dig deep, work hard. 3, 2, 1, and pec fly. Add that core in if you want to. 3, 2, 1, tap and lift. Tap and lift. Or extend the feet. It's only 30 seconds total. Already 10 seconds down. Push. We've just got one more set. 10 more seconds. One more set of exercises, then we're done. 3, 2, 1. Quick rest. We pause that timer for a moment. All right, where you're coming is you're gonna hit a crunch with that dumbbell, or a sit-up actually, all the way up, all the way down. And then you're gonna hold that dumbbell. Feet are gonna come off the ground for a little bit of upper back. You're just gonna touch the ground behind you and then lift straight up. Touch the ground behind you, lift straight up. If you want some more core, extend the feet and lift. It's not a crunch though. It's more for the upper back around that scapula. Starting here in 15 seconds. So here we got that full sit up with that dumbbell, pressing that dumbbell up overhead. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. If your shoulder's like, nope, you can just hold that dumbbell right at your chest. Slow on the way down. You're resisting gravity, making gravity challenge you a little bit more. This is our last round of exercises, a little more core focused, but still kind of full body. You can always get rid of that dumbbell too. If you cross the arms in front of you, it makes it really hard for the arms to aid in momentum, forces your core to work just a little harder. Or hands behind the ears. That's why I say keep your elbows wide. You can't get momentum if your elbows are wide. So it forces that core to engage more. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heavy, one heavy, maybe 2 medium. Weights overhead, back flat. Extend, tap the ground with the weights and lift. Tap the ground with the weights and lift. You're not letting the weight touch the ground more than just knowing that it's there. You're not setting the weights on the ground. Elbows do pretty much stay locked in this movement though. Keep those elbows basically locked. Maybe again tapping the feet to the ground, pulling the knees in just a little bit, or extending the feet similar to what we did during that pec fly. 30 seconds. You should still feel that core engage, even without any leg movement. Trying to hold for a split second with the very back extension, right a millimeter above the ground. Hold for that split second, hitting the upper back. 10 seconds. We're gonna get some nice stretching in after this. 3, 2, 2 more sets of each, 45 and 30 seconds. Crunch, and then that overhead extension. 3, 2, 1. Lift all the way. Crunch it down. Lift all the way. Crunch it down. 30 more seconds. Slow on the way down. Keep those abs engaged. 15 more seconds. You can do it. Remember, if those shoulders are getting tired, just bring the weight to heart. 4, 3, 2, 1. One or both weights, whatever you got. Overhead extension, touch the ground behind you and lift. 45 seconds. Keep the abs engaged. I'm not going to add any legs, but remember you can add that little tap to the ground and lift, or the extension and bring it in. My core is really sore for some reason, probably from the kickboxing, so I am going to let it rest just a little bit. Really actively sucking the core and keep your low back pressed into the ground. Don't let that low back arch at all. Hold for that split second at the very back. Coming just a millimeter off the ground. Hitting the upper back behind the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, last round of each, and then we're done. This round shouldn't be like terribly hard. Should be like a nice kind of cool down. 3, 2, 1, bring it up, bring it down. Ooh. This is our 30-second round. You only have 10 seconds left. It's a shorty. Keep moving. 4, 3, 2, 1. One or both weights. Arm extension behind you. And then we're stretching out. 3, 2, begin. 30 seconds. Basically at the finish line. Extend those arms behind you. Get that nice burn through the shoulder and through the core. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Feet out nice and wide. Reach in front, maybe roll that dumbbell out in front of you. I don't think you can see that. Maybe roll that dumbbell out in front of you. Using that to like weigh yourself down a little bit. Take a quick break. We are done with the hard stuff. Gonna get that body starting to recover. Get yourself ready for the next workout or the rest of your day. Get outside before, if you're not already outside, get outside before it gets stormy. 3, 2, 1. Bring your heels together, butterfly. Keep that chest lifted just a little bit. Went on my morning walk already, and it was so nice. I was like almost too warm. I had just like a hoodie on over this. I was almost too warm in it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and cross those feet. One foot or one leg is right on top of the other. So your legs are like parallel to each other and to the floor. Inhale the arms up and exhale, just forward fold over them. You should get a nice stretch through whichever knee is on top of the other foot. Getting that nice stretch here. Can you see me? Yeah, you can see me. Okay, I think. Hopefully you can see me. This is one of my favorite hip stretches. 3, 2, 1. We're just gonna switch sides. So take that top leg to the bottom, bring that bottom leg up on top. Your legs might be lifted a little bit. That's just like a flexibility thing, just working toward it. Sorry, inhale the arms up and then exhale down. Try and get some extension through that spine, getting that stretch through the opposite hip. If you really feel this stretch, I tell people all the time, I'm like, I did this to gain a lot of flexibility where like I would just sit and watch Netflix and I would just hold everything for like a minute or two. I just like hold and stretch for like a minute, and then like I would feel my hip just like really release. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna bring your feet about shoulder width apart, maybe even more. You're just gonna tip those hips from one side to the other. If you have a dumbbell in the way, move it like I do. So just gonna tip and tip. Should just feel nice, just getting a nice range of motion movement through the hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring your feet together, coming all the way up into a forward fold. In other words, don't come all the way up, come halfway up. Lengthen through those legs, keeping a slight bend through the knees, just not locking the knees out. Hand to opposite elbow. You're just gonna shift and twist that weight from one leg to the other. Getting a nice itty bitty twist here. Really relax your neck. Don't let that neck tense up. Maybe shake it and let it relax and just hang. 3, 2, 1. Slowly rolling it up. Make sure your blood's gonna get back up to your head. Maybe take a little bend through those knees. We're gonna take each quad stretch, pull the foot back to your glute. Chest lifted, hips forward, pull the shoulders back and get that little stretch through the chest as well. Do whatever you need to for balance. If you need to hold a wall or a tree, an antelope, whatever you have outside. 3, 2, take that same foot, cross it over your knee, and sit for that single leg chair. Option to either stay here, or to push that knee down, or to forward fold over that leg. Get that nice deep hip stretch. 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming up. Opposite side, pull that foot back to your glute. Taking some deep breaths here, really pulling that foot back, push the hips forward, keep that chest lifted. 3, 2, 1. Cross that foot over your knee, sitting for that single leg chair, maybe pushing that knee down gently, or forwarding fold. Forwarding fold. Forward folding. So I'm in like a garden unit. My condo's like a garden unit, and apparently they store the lawnmower like right next to my place because I was doing that kickboxing class. And this guy was just like pulling out this lawnmower next to me, and my windows are just like open. And I was like, well, this is awkward. Go ahead and slowly stand it up. Feet out wide. One arm down, other arm overhead. Getting that full body stretch as far as you feel comfortable going. I don't have curtains on that window, but I ordered some. After that, I'll probably have curtains next weekend. And shift sides, opposite side, bring the arm overhead. You don't have to bend as far as I do. I've been doing a lot of yoga lately. I'm very bendy now. 3, 2, 1. And couple deep breaths. Inhale the arms up. Big body stretch and exhale down. 2 more. Inhale, big full body stretch, lengthen. And exhale down. Last one. Big deep breath in. And exhale down. You guys are done. Boop. Get that timer stopped. Okay. Right at 11. Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of myself. I'm unmuting everyone, so if you want to like say hello.
Thank you, Pete. Great as always.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm exhausted too.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks.
Happy Memorial Day.
Oh yeah, happy Memorial Day. I forgot that's
Bye, thank you.
Goodbye, thanks.